Choosing a mover is probably one of the hardest decisions you have to make when moving. Hiring a mover is not like hiring any other service provider. The reason for that is because you aren't just moving things, you're moving your life. It is critical that you hire someone you can trust, whether you move around the block or the other side of the country. As you know, the cumbersome process of moving is the same no matter what distance it is. Movers pack, wrap, pick up your belongings, and then deliver it. The process of choosing a mover is the hardest decision you will make during the moving process because there are so many things that can go wrong. There are several factors that you need to consider when you choose a mover. Most people will read reviews, ask a friend, or even go to the company directly to determine who they'll use. I would like to help by giving you some tips and advice to consider in choosing your mover. First off, price will be the first factor that you need to be cautious about when you receive an estimate. The saying, "you get what you pay for," holds incredibly true in this scenario. When obtaining a quality mover that you can trust, you should always keep this in mind. The average price range in the moving industry for local moves is somewhere between $105 and $135 per hour for 3 guys, and $85 to $105 for 2 guys. If you ever get an estimate that is below that, you should be cautious. Here's why. I'll give you a real-life scenario. Let's say you found a moving company for an hourly rate of $89 for 3 guys. $89 for 3 guys seems like a great deal, right? Initially, probably yes, but let's break it down and see. We can assume that each mover gets $13 an hour. A quality professional mover will not work for less than $13 an hour. The reason for that is that person can practically work anywhere for roughly that same amount of money. In doing the math, $13 an hour times 3 is $39 an hour. So basically, the company earns $45 to $50 an hour. This is something you should take into great consideration. A normal company couldn't exist at a $45 to $50 per hour profit, and they certainly couldn't provide you with quality people who are professionals at handling your most precious items. Your belongings more than likely not only have monetary value, but sentimental value as well. Would you want to trust someone that isn't competent to handle these things? Companies that charge less money and operate like this not only don't hire professionals, but they are almost always not bonded or insured for damages. The reason? Simply because they cannot afford to be. In the end, it would likely cost you much more than hiring professionals if something got damaged. Not so much of a bargain after all, is it? When you are contacting companies during your decision process, be sure to ask them about their insurance policy and what they cover in case of damages. So if something were to happen to your belongings, it wouldn't be at your loss. Remember, you get what you pay for. Also, make sure that you get a written estimate of all charges, and anything that they promise is noted in that written estimate. In this case, it's not good enough to just take someone's word for what they can provide. Any true professional moving company will provide you with these things. If for some reason the company you are dealing with is not willing to do this, it should be a red flag. All of these tips are reasons why it's important to choose a reputable moving company that hires qualified professionals. We hope that we helped you today with the advice and also made your next moving process easier.